And let there be sound. Okay, hello everybody. My name is Kirby Kwan Jr. and welcome to the Ghetto Fabulous Podcast. Once again, joining me will be Shane from Japan. How are you doing today, Shane?
Good. How are you?
How good are you doing, though? I'm doing okay, but how good are you doing?
Pretty good.
I don't really
Japan's
know what that
amazing,
question meant. Dope. Thank you for making me feel jealous and shit.
Yeah, no worries.
Right, so on this edition of the Ghetto Fabulous Podcast, we shall be talking about some ghetto-ass motherfuckers going into the movie theaters. So this one will be anecdotes, both from me and Shane, about motherfuckers that go to the movies that really should not fucking be there at all.
Yeah. Alright. You want to start first, or should I?
I mean, you're the guest, so I'm gonna let you go first, man.
Okay.
What fucked up shit, what fucked up, like, movie stories do you have?
The first one that comes to my mind is the first time I went to go see Civil War.
Out of context, that sounds fucking hilarious.
Well, Avengers
You
Civil
sick
War.
bastard.
Jeez.
I didn't just see the Civil War once, I saw it 3 times.
Oh my god. Anyways, when I went to go see Avengers Civil War
It was actually Captain America Civil War.
Captain America Civil War, my bad. What happened in that was, me and I went with my sister. We were both kind of like, chilling in the seats, right, waiting for the movie to start up. Because we always arrive a little early, because I don't know if other countries have it, but we have playtime here for the Cineplex.
You mean time
where
play?
You can earn points and bullshit like that, yeah. So we were sitting there a little early, right? And like 2 rows behind us was a group of, I want to say, like high school students.
Okay.
Because they just sounded like freaking children. Oh, dear lord. And the thing is, like, you could tell that there were certain kind of guys, right? They're all like, sup, bruh, like dude bros, right?
So they were all Ninja Turtles.
They were Ninja Turtles, yes. And the thing is, like, they did not shut the fuck up ever. So when we first started, like, just chilling, sitting down there, or like, doing the playtime thing, right? They were talking, right? And they would not shut the fuck up. They're so like, dude, yo, I remember this part from the movie. Yo, yeah, that one too. Yeah, yo. Right? It's just that. Exactly. It's just like, like that going over and over and over.
Okay.
And they would not stop, alright? The movie finally starts, right? They quiet down a little bit, alright? And they're like, yo, this part's so amazing. Yeah, yo, I love it. Yeah. And I was like, yo, shut the fuck up!
Oh, did you actually, like, verbally say that?
No, I didn't. I was a
man,
fucking
you should have.
pussy back then, but...
Pussy. Wait, how old are you when
and-
this happened? Or I guess, like, what grade or what year of uni or whatever? Civil War. That was, what, 2016?
When did Civil War... Yeah, then.
2016.
Then.
Oh, my God. That was already 3 years ago. Jeez.
Yeah.
Damn, I feel old.
And what happened with that whole thing was they just kept whispering throughout the entire movie, alright? And just going like, yo, this scene's amazing. Yo, check it out. You're like, look, it's Black Panther. That shit like that, right?
Oh
They
my God,
would
listen
not
to
just
me
shut up.
describing the things that you can also visually see on the screen, but I must repeat to you verbally, dude.
Exactly. Dude.
Yes, but you want to know,
And-
don't you, dude?
It got so bad, alright, to the point where I saw people actually getting up who were around from them, alright, and started, like, leaving.
Oh my.
Yeah, and them being, like, these oblivious dummy high school students just didn't do anything. Didn't say anything.
Mark, look at them. They're so stupid. They're leaving this dope-ass movie.
Actually, I think one of them did say that,
Oh
because one
my
of them was just like, yo, check out this motherfucker, he's leaving when there's good parts coming in.
Why would you leave this movie?
Yo. Right?
And then they're like, yo, you're missing out, bruh. And shit like that.
God, one of them did, yeah.
That's fucking, oh my God, so stupid.
It is the worst. And then it got even, it was, the climax, alright, like, happened when, so like, the big lead-up scene in the airport battle, right?
Yeah.
Where, like, Captain America and, like, his side of, like, superheroes, Iron Man and his side of superheroes, they're, like, facing off each other, and then they start running at each other.
Yeah.
As soon as they collided, one of them just screamed, "Wow!" And everyone around him just went, "Shh!"
Yo,
You know,
I can't even lie. Something somewhat similar happens to me.
Oh my god. Well, I'm just gonna
I
stop
was,
there.
and I was
like,
the dude though.
Oh god damn it.
But during Endgame,
Oh
when
no.
no, relax. It was really quick though. So this is what happened because I couldn't contain myself. So when Captain America retrieved Mjolnir,
Yeah.
there's just one. You know how like there was like that slight bit of silence where there wasn't any like background music or anything. The moment it happened, I knew it was gonna be him. So right when he caught the Mjolnir, I was like, "Oh!" That's the noise I make when it.
It just hit you in the right spot. I just like blew your load.
No, but like legit though, like I got so excited. I just heard you just hear like, zzz, ooh, in the theater.
Like I said, just
because I dude, I've been waiting for this, right? And I got so excited, and I was like stomping my feet, trying to like control myself and make sure that I don't like have a nerdgasm or whatever they like to call it. I'm like, bruh.
But you just did though.
Just. Well, I mean, that's the noise I make when I get genuinely excited for anything, though.
Oh, okay.
Like no matter the situation, like a dude just like rescued like a baby that fell off like the escalator or some shit. Ooh, that's tight.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, pause. Hold on. That's not what I meant.
Oh my god.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Dude, you can't say
Wait. That's not what I meant. Whoa. That just got real Nebraska up in here.
All right. Well, I guess you'll edit that one out.
I might keep it. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. But yeah. Speaking of motherfuckers that be talking during the movie, I watched Wonder Woman twice.
Okay.
The first time was, well, I mean, it was just my first time seeing the film. If memory serves, I saw it with William, not the writer sits in the back, the one that always cusses out anybody that's late in my vlogs, that William, and Kevin, and the first time was dope. And then one day we realized, both William and I both had enough points to see a movie for free, so we're like, you know what, we're already at Yorkdale, fuck it, let's see Wonder Woman again.
Oh,
and since we're greedy bastards, we decided to watch it in their AVX D-Box theater and shit, right?
Right.
So, obviously, we already know how this movie goes because we already saw it.
Okay.
However, there was this Filipino. Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. They could have been black. They could have been Chinese. It doesn't matter. The point is, there was this couple sitting next to me. So William is on the right, I'm on the left, and then to my left is this Filipino couple. And they were like, is this her seat and everything? Yeah, it's cool. Everything is chill, right? And then this dude keeps on fucking talking during the whole movie, and he thinks he's sly or some shit.
Oh god.
I don't know what he's saying because he's speaking in Tagalog, and that's one of the few Asian languages I don't understand. Besides, putangin mo, but like
Wow.
they were just like, this fool kept on talking, and even his own wife or girlfriend, whatever, his partner, let's just say, even his own partner was like, shh, they're watching the movie.
Yeah.
And shit, right?
Yeah.
So it got to the point where I'm like, yo, do you know what happens in this part? And then like, what? I'm like, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm about to insert my foot straight up your ass.
Did you say that to him?
Fuck yeah, dude. Like, it was my favorite part. It was the part where she makes it past no man's land in that slow motion, and then again, same thing. So dead silence for about like 0.2 seconds, and then you hear the cello riffs. Dude,
Right.
So I told him like, yo, shut the fuck up, before I stick my foot up your ass, bitch. You was a grown man.
And what did he do in response to this?
He just dead silence.
All right, good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's moments like that when like people start to realize just how much of an asshole they are being in the theater.
The funny thing was, after the film was done, Will was like, "Oh, is that your buddy?" I was like, "Fuck no, dude. Fuck no, dude." Shit.
Oh
and here's the thing, like I don't, if I'm being honest, I don't like talking in theaters unless it's literally just an aisle of just buddies. Then I lean over within like borderline on intimacy, just like a centimeter away from the ear, and then I whisper it to them. I just realized how awkward that is. You lean in so close to your friend, it's almost sensual, and then all of a sudden you say,
him or something?
no, and then all of a sudden you say, "Yo, that was pretty lit still." Or some shit, you know, whatever you usually say. Unless it's like a comic book movie, then I have to lean in and be like, "No, he doesn't have that power," or some shit, or yes, he can do that.
Okay. Oh man. To me though, it's like, here's the thing. Canada, I've realized, has like some very specific, like, you know, not so written rules or official anything like that when it comes to movies, right? But when it came to the Caribbean, like when I was in Trinidad, alright, and watching movies, I almost could not watch the movie.
Yeah, to wait for home release and shit.
No, because people in Trinidad, alright, like, they don't know when to shut the fuck up.
Oh, I think it's and then when you ask them, it's like, "Excuse me, sir, can you be quiet?" They're like, "No, me no care," and shit.
Exactly, yeah. And the idea is that, like, all of them want to be the comedian. They all want to be, like, the one who lands that one joke, you know, that gets the whole crowd laughing, right? But the problem is that's everyone.
So everyone's just screaming over each other like a Chinese restaurant where they try to add oil to their freaking, like, fucking sausage or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yep. When I went to go watch Star Wars, the not-so-great one...
There's a few not so great ones.
What was the one that came after Rogue One?
Oh, the 8th one, Last Jedi.
Yeah, that was not so great in my opinion.
Well, you watched that in Trinidad?
Yeah, I watched that in Trinidad, and it was terrifying. It was the movie wasn't amazing, and then it only got compounded by the fact that the people next to me, in front of me, and behind me would not shut up. Cause one of them,
they say
right,
some like generic ass jokes and shit.
Yeah, one of them, like, literally... Oh, God damn it. What happened was...
Brethren, who can take down my man Skywalker? Michael Jackson. You want to know why? Because I'm man them a moonwalker.
Oh, God, that's...
And then someone else screams like, yo, be quiet. Don't you have manners? They're like, nah, me only have manners on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
No, the people in Trinidad didn't do that. Instead, they did really...
Shout outs to For Y'all Entertainment, by the way.
Jesus Christ. So, what
Jesus
happened
Christ.
was... Please let me tell the story.
Me no care. Me interrupt your story like that story on that screen.
Oh my God. I mean, that's actually what's happening here, but... What happened was that the lady right next to me, alright, kept saying, he's a Jedi, And to me, it's just like, shut up. Just shut up. Shut the fuck up. She just kept saying that over and over and over. Like, she's trying to confirm the idea with herself and everyone else around her, right? Like, she was the one telling the movie, right? And then when, what was her name?
Ray?
Leia or something like that.
Okay.
When she started flying through space for no reason.
Oh my God, don't tell me she busted out Frank Sinatra.
No, someone up in front started screaming, How? Someone tell me, how?
You should have been like, you not heard of Frank Sinatra? Fly me to the moon and let me gaze upon the stars. I want to see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. But first of all, shut your blood clot mouth.
Pretty much. And then the people next to me are like cracking jokes, you know, alright, talking about her pom pom, like all this stuff.
Bro, that bitch is like, I shouldn't say that bitch, but she was like fucking 60 at that time. Or older, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell, dude? Damn, okay.
I will honestly never recommend watching a movie in the Caribbean. Because
Unless it's a private showing.
Unless it's a private joint, because people love making jokes, alright, and they don't know when enough is enough. Yeah.
What do you think about Wait, are those sirens coming from your end? Oh shit! No, what the fuck's going on? I just hear sirens. I hear sirens like in the back.
There's no sirens, but there is like some kind of PDA going on outside.
No, there are some sirens in my area. Like, I live in the hood, and I just.
Uh-oh.
All right, now we're good. We're good.
All right.
These motherfuckers better arrest this bitch ass before I intro my podcast and shit.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, what do you think about like when families bring their kid to the theater?
This is tough because so I have a family member, all right, who has kids now, all right, and the sad thing about kids is that they kind of hold you down more, so you're not really like as free to go out and stuff like that as much as you used to.
I thought you were about to say the sad thing is they're related to you.
A little bit.
In a way, you're actually saying that though. In a way,
is it bad?
I mean, you just said they hold you down and shit. And you
not they don't hold me down. That's not what I'm saying, right? Like what I'm saying is like for the parents, right? Because they have to either find someone to take care of them, you know, like a babysitter, or you know, like they have to
neglect
watch them. No, I'm not saying do that.
Is that what you're trying to imply?
No.
Y'all fucking sick bastard.
No, god damn it, I'm not trying to say that. What I'm saying is, all right, like I find it very difficult, all right, for their side because they're not as free to go out as much as they used to be able to, right? They have to find a caretaker or they have to stay home and, you know, watch them themselves, you know, it's not easy. So when they make the decision of like, oh, I'm going to bring my kid with me to the movie, all right, like I can't quite fault them for it. I think it kind of sucks because, you know, kids don't really know volume control for quite some time. But that's fine in my opinion, right? That's why I try my best to go to movies at the night because movies in the day, I don't know if have you ever been to the Cineplex during the day?
Yo, I'm gonna teach you a cheat code right now. Yes, sure. Just fucking watch it in VIP.
Just watch it in VIP.
You know why?
Why?
18 plus only, bitch.
Man. I've only ever gone to VIP once, and that's because my lovely girlfriend decided to buy tickets to Endgame for them.
Yo, she knew what's up.
Yeah, she really knew what's up.
I told you, man. I told you. You gotta see it in VIP.
Yeah, and it made the world of difference.
Thank her right now. So her his girlfriend's like sitting right next to him. So thank her right now. Do it, bitch.
Thank you. Love you too. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Oh my god.
Jeez. But yeah, like when it comes to kids, like in the movie theaters, all right, like I don't quite blame the parents for bringing them. Like I don't give them the 100% the blame, but I still give them like some shit about it because it's
Yo, I was watching. You're gonna judge me for this, but fam, I was watching Transformers. I don't even know at this point which one was. It was either Age of Extinction or the fifth one.
Right.
So I was watching this movie, and halfway through, Kevin, I saw this with Kevin. We were so damn triggered because there was this kid, for some reason. If I were to make a guess as to how old they were, I'm going to assume that they were about, at oldest, 6.
Oh no.
And here's my thing. If you're going to bring your kid to a film, make sure that they remain seated. Because this kid, for some fucking reason, kept on running back and forth in the row, in the dark.
Oh, what the
Like, that's just not safe. You dumb kid. Like,
oh.
I might regret, like, admitting this, but now granted, this is a while ago, so it makes more sense. But there was a point where I was considering, like, maybe I should just stick my foot out and see what happens.
Oh my god. Don't do that.
I didn't. I was considering that because dude, like, it got to the point where, like, you like, this kid, I don't even know if it was a dude or a girl. I mean, it was that dark. This fool just kept on walking back and forth. I want to say that this fool probably walked back and forth the whole row, like, at least like 7 times, at least. And when I say walk through, I mean, like, start from the left to right, and then back. That's 1. And then goes in front of you again, and then in front of you again. That's 2.
Wow.
Across 3. Across 4. Like, that many times. 7.
Jesus Christ.
So now you know why my cynical teenage, I think I was still a teenager, I don't know, mind wanted to just be like, motherfucker.
Stick your foot out, see what happens.
Bitch.
Oh my god.
Good luck, everybody else. I was getting there. I was like, oh, you come back here one more time, you're gonna fucking get it, cuz. Not like that. Pause. Hold on.
Oh my god. Okay, so then what did end up happening with that? If anything at all.
I don't know, because the kid stopped, so I think someone else did it to him.
Great.
Either someone else did it to him, or the mom or dad, whomever, the caretaker, was like, oh my god, this child is gone. Oh, bitch, you're finally back. Don't move anywhere. And just, like, snuggled the fuck out of this kid. That's probably what happened.
Damn, dude.
I don't know, man. That's the thing. Like, if you really think about it, bringing your kid to a movie is a bit of a danger, because you're literally in a dark room, and if they get off the seat and you're not holding their wrist, that motherfucker is basically playing in the most ideal place to play hide and seek, aside from IKEA.
True. I mean, it's fucking dark as hell in there, so.
Yeah, it's like literally the best place to do the peekaboo things. Like, you can't see me, motherfucker, or the John Cena. You can't see me, motherfucker, peekaboo, bitch.
I don't think you should do wrestling moves on this poor child.
Wait, no, that's not what I meant. No, I meant.
I know.
You motherfucker, don't twist my words.
Oh my god. To me, it's like, bring your kid, alright, but don't expect everyone to be happy about it. Like, expect consequences for something like that.
And here's the thing too, like, kids can, like, behave at a movie theater before, or they could still behave. So just teach them, you know, because kids will always ask why. So just tell them why. Why should you not be, why, just explain to them, like, oh, if you're going to be a doofus and wander around in the aisle, some chubby ratchet Asian kid just might trip you and break your teeth as a result, and you can't even see who it is because it's in the dark. So maybe you shouldn't be walking back and forth on the rows. Or, like,
I'll be honest, that's the first time I've ever heard of something like that bad.
Or like, maybe you shouldn't be screaming all the time because, someone will get really angry and, we might get hurt. I doubt it. I mean, I haven't seen like a legitimate fight at a movie theater before. I've seen escalations, but I haven't seen
almost fight.
I haven't seen like a scrap break out yet.
Okay.
I've heard about it though, because I have a few buddies that work at theaters, and I've heard about it happening before. But I've never actually witnessed it with my own 2 eyeballs.
I saw, it's probably actually, I actually saw, like, a fight go down at the Cineplex that I believe one of your friends works at. I didn't really see, like, who was fighting or what, because it was just a big jumbled mess, right? But it looked like some guy, like, bumped into another one the wrong way, alright? And the other one didn't quite appreciate that. And then when he went for the punch, the other guy dodged, and instead he hit the Cineplex sign. Yeah. And then
I hate it when
Cineplex
that shit
staff
happens.
like got in, involved and everything like that, separated them, and I think one of them, was escorted off the premises. But still,
I hate
that's
it
the
when shit.
furthest I've ever seen.
I hate it when shit like that happens. And yo, I don't know what it is, but that shit always happens to me, almost every single time I go to K Town on Young Street.
K Town on Young Street, really?
Yeah, Young and Finch. It almost like every time I'm there, it almost like is destined to happen to me. Like one time, this dude straight up walked into me as I'm trying to dodge him, and he walked into me, right? And you know me, like I'm not tall or anything, but I'm a pretty well-weighted person, so I didn't flinch.
Right.
I didn't budge. Is more accurate of a word.
You stood there like a rock.
Yeah, well, kind of, because I was moving forward, because like I said, I was trying to dodge him, and he still found a way to walk into me. So he
Right.
he straight up stumbled, right?
Okay.
Took about 3 steps back, like that type of stumble.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really see him because, I mean, to me, most people are small. Even if you're taller than me, you're still smaller than me, most likely.
Okay.
Right? And then I'm like, oh shit. And then when I finally realized what happened, right, this dude was just staring at me, right, while he's walking away, and he's just staring at me, right. And I'm out with Cindy and Will at this time, and then I'm just looking at him too. I'm like, should I apologize or like?
I think it's too late.
Well, no, I meant like, should I apologize out of courtesy? But then like he was, but then when I like kind of squinted a little bit and took a better look at him, he was like staring at me. And at that time, I just broke up with my now ex, I guess.
Sure.
And I'm a pretty calm guy usually. Like if he just looked at me, I would have been, oh shit, my bad, man.
Yeah.
But the way he was looking at me was like, oh, you motherfucker, I would kill you if I had the balls to confront you, right? So that's what I took it. So that's what I took it at, right? Took it as.
Okay.
So then Cindy and William were continuing to walk. We were walking towards the Michaels at the Northwick Center.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually stopped, right? And I let them go first. I don't even tell them this, like Will and Cindy.
Yeah.
And I'm standing there. And I'm just looking at him, looking at me, looking at him, looking at me, right? And then he looked away and continued walking.
Okay.
And I wasn't like angry. I'm just like, I'm just curious as to what's going to happen next.
So it's like, are you gonna pull the trigger or am I, kind of thing?
I mean, I'm from the hood, so you should probably rephrase that, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna do it or am I?
Yeah, I was just looking there. I'm like, hey man, I'm here. You're here. If you want to come and get it. Pause. But yeah, shit,
Wow.
that sounded fucking weird. But yeah, that's what I had in my head. I'm like, hey man, I'm here. You're here. If you want to go, let's go. like I don't know why he kept on staring. The other thing too was I actually felt a little bit uncomfortable because he kept on staring at me. Like even
Ooh, dude, he was into you.
that moment you realize that I'm probably on somebody's like to the man in the black hoodie that walked past on Young Street. I intentionally bumped into you hoping to get your attention. And then you stared back at me and I stared back at you. And then I realized, oh look, you're about to beat my ass. So never mind.
Oh god. Oh god.
Anyways, back on track. That was
Now
a
you
funny
have a secret
tangent.
crush.
More like secretly was gonna get crushed. Anyways, so let's talk about the topic again. What do you think about motherfuckers who have their phones on during the movie?
There are literal ads in the Cineplex, alright, that tell you shit like
Don't be a Tommy
Texter or
Yeah.
Susie motherfucker. I don't know. Like
Something Susan Sally, some shit Sally,
Secret.
I don't know. I remember Hawking Harvey or some Harvey
yeah,
Hogger
it
or
was
some
Susie Seat Kicker. That kind of shit,
Sally.
right?
Whatever. Yeah, whatever.
I don't remember. It doesn't matter that much. But to me, it's like,
Don't be a Timmy Turner. Don't be a Peter Parker. Don't
what
be
would you
a
do?
Bruce Banner.
What would you do when they started doing that? Right? They didn't just like create animations of things. They actually like zoomed in on people in the crowds that were doing it.
I would be like, I would start calling them Tommy, even if they're not Tommy. Even if their name is like, I don't know, like Adrian, I'm still calling them Tommy.
There you go.
Yo, Tommy, Texter, look at the screen. You're famous, bitch. Get out the theater, bitch.
Oh man, I personally hate them. I think if you're in a movie, you should put your goddamn fucking phone away because you're here to watch the goddamn movie.
Yeah.
What did you pay money for if you took your fucking phone out?
Here's my thing. If you're going to actively text or whatever, at least have the common courtesy to sit at the very far back row where it cannot disturb anyone else.
Or at least like hold it down, right? And like, like in your lap, right? Like a little lower where like the light doesn't show as harsh, right?
I don't think that's physically possible because light will shine a lot in that type of environment.
I mean, fair, but what I'm trying to suggest is don't hold it up in front of your face and have the light shine into the people behind you.
Yeah. I feel like the only way to compensate for that is if you bring like, I don't know, like not a blanket, but maybe like a hoodie or some shit, and then you put that on top of your head and shit, and you create like a little tunnel for you and your phone.
Fair, but also you could just like, open up your phone a little bit to the side. Or leave.
Yeah.
Or
cool.
leave, yeah. That's a good one. Oh man. To me it's just it's the worst. I hate God, there is no excuse in my mind. Like I can't think of a single counter argument for something like that because it's like you came to the movie, you paid an outrageous price because let's be real, $12 is a bit much.
I mean, if you have buddies that work in a movie theater and they have cast passes and they got you, then you're Gucci.
Fuck you.
Don't fuck me. I don't want to fuck you. Why don't you go fuck yourself, bitch?
Alright, well, now you're making this weird. Anyways, you paid $14 or something, or whatever price, alright? And now you are degrading your own experience as well as the people who are next to you. Oh my gosh. Although, I will say... Hold on. Okay. Cut this out if you think it's too, like, much material.
I don't give a fuck.
No, it's like... Did you ever go see World of Warcraft, the movie or whatever? Sorry, the Warcraft movie.
Fuck no, I know that shit was gonna be bad.
Here's the thing, right? It wasn't that bad, and I'm like a really, really big fan of the lore of Warcraft, right? But watching the movie was so terrible. It was literally like as if I was back in Trinidad, except I'm surrounded by Chinese people. And they don't shut up. Everyone in the crowd who wasn't like Chinese, alright, you could tell.
Dude, this
was
is
just
a
like
fucking golden comedy bit right here. If you really think about it, oh my god,
fuck you!
This is fucking golden, dude.
Oh, don't or do it. I don't care.
Look at this one. This one's like that one. I bet you that's what they fucking sounded like. You know why though? So there actually is a somewhat semi logical reason as to why they are so loud in the theaters. Because if you really think about it, the fuck was that? But if you really think about it,
I'm waiting for the reason so that I can like start spouting my reasons.
No, legit. It is borderline impossible to whisper in Mandarin. Let that sink in.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Like, if you actually think about it, it's really difficult for you to whisper in Mandarin.
Oh, gosh.
Because let's say if you wanted to say, like, oh, hi, my name is Kirby, right? 你好，我的名字是 Kirby, right? Whisper that. Like, I'm gonna try to whisper it, like, to the best of my ability. My
Mandarin's not great, so you gotta do this.
I'm not gonna lean in and do it like this. I'm actually gonna stay at this exact same distance and say, 你好，我的名字是 Kirby.
Right.
你好，我的名字是 Kirby. It sounds like the same fucking shit. Because you can't, because there's so much consonants going on, and even if you have no bass in your voice, if you're somebody like, and I don't mean to, I mean no disrespect, but yo, if you're like Kevin, and you have no bass, hey, it's true, and you have no bass in your voice, and it's all consonants, that's what it sounds like, dude. And you can't, and you can't it's impossible for you to whisper in that language, frankly.
Fair.
Because let's say if you wanted to say the same thing in English, right? Hi, my name is Kirby. Right? As opposed to 你好，我的名字是 Kirby. It's you can't.
There's there's a pretty big harshness to it.
Yeah, because when you think of what English sounds like as a language, let's say you didn't speak English, what does it sound like as a language? It probably sounds like but then you could mumble it, but then you cannot mumble or whisper Mandarin as a language.
Right.
Because what happens when you try to mumble Mandarin? Do you know what you end up getting?
What?
是我是好不是我是说是非常是对了，或是不是是我是说好不是你不这样说好不是非常是对了。
I have to wonder if you even said anything, like if any of that was comprehensible.
A little bit of it was. I was just mostly trying to mumble, like genuinely trying to fumble and mumble, like what sounds like Mandarin, and then I ended up. I'm like, you know what? I actually do need to say some Mandarin and see if I could sneak something in there. And I said some shit like absolutely and yes, I agree,
there you
and
go.
just some random phrases.
Okay.
But yeah, you cannot mumble Mandarin, and if you're gonna be watching what's it called, a Warcraft movie, you best to fucking expect bare Chinese motherfuckers in the building.
Man. So this is the story of what happened when I went to watch Warcraft.
Tell me, what is your story?
Yeah. Me, my sister went to sit down, alright, because she knows that I'm a huge freaking fan of Warcraft. And she loved the game too. Not World of Warcraft, Warcraft 3. But anyways. So we sat down, alright, we're watching the movie or whatever, right? And the guy next to us is talking about League of Legends, right? And the reason
this
why
is so
I can tell he's talking...
I'd rather watch League of Legends.
No, here's the thing, right? Like, I could tell he's talking about, like, League of Legends through all of his Mandarin, alright? Because he's saying, like, 盖容 Dimashia, right?
What the fuck did you say?
He's trying to say Garen and then Demacia, right? Demacia is like some kind of... Yeah, it's like something in the game world, right?
I thought you were actually saying something in Mandarin. That's why I was like...
No,
bitch,
no,
what?
He's just pronouncing it like that. And he is hardcore, just like, oh, like, you look at this guy, or like, he's Garen, right? Like, in Mandarin, right? Like, oh, like...
Garen,
oh.
there's some shit.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, like, Demacia is calling for you. Like, all this... He just keeps going... And going and going and going. And even, like, he was sitting next to my sister, and she was just like, excuse me, can you please stop talking?
In which language?
English. Hard English, right? And then
yeah,
he
but
just,
it's not like they could understand.
No, he shut up. He shut up, right? And
did he apologize?
No, they didn't. No.
Oh, okay.
They just sat there and just, like, shut up, right?
Because I would have imagined, now granted, I've never met Shane's sister, but I would have imagined that when he apologized, it would have been even louder, and it probably would have triggered her more, because she probably would have thought of May from Overwatch and be like, shut the fuck up.
No.
对不起, sorry.
Oh, no. And the thing is, like, this didn't stop with just us. Like, everyone in their rows had to deal with something like this, it seemed. Because at a certain point in the movie, another guy just screamed out loud, you need to stop talking, man.
Shut up, Chad.
Something like that. And I almost couldn't really see, I couldn't hear some of the movie, right? Because these people would not, they just want to talk about the video game so much.
Yo, do you know what this reminds me of?
What?
This reminds me of that time. Both me, you, and your girlfriend were there. I'm not going to mention where, but we saw a private screening of Avengers Infinity War.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You know who I'm talking about?
I think so.
This bitch, this one woman kept on giving us her private commentary track live as we went.
Avengers? This is... Wait. This is Infinity War, right?
Yes. I could even give you a month if you need it.
Yeah, if you can. I'm trying to connect it. I think I know what you're talking about.
Reading week. Friday of the reading week.
Oh, God.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. What the fuck was that?
I deleted that memory and then you just restored it. So
we need that shit for the podcast, man.
Fine, fair, but it's just such a... Shut up, man.
like here's the thing. Shane's girlfriend is like a really chill like girl. Well, I mean, no shit, but like she's really chill. She doesn't really get frustrated much.
No.
You could tell she was starting to get frustrated because this bitch, as in not Shane's girlfriend, this bitch, this target, this person I'm about to talk about. We're just gonna name her fucking Sabrina.
What should we call her? Should we call her a Tommy Texter or
how about Commentary Carly?
Commentary Carly? All right.
Hey, Commentary Carly.
Nailed it.
Yeah, so Commentary Carly. Oh my god. This
Damn.
bitch. Yo, I need to bring in the Holy Spirit to help me out with this shit. I have to cleanse myself. Myself. Man, I need to like fucking dip myself in that holy water shit. And
The thing is, right? Like, it was okay. Let's be real, all right. This wasn't at a movie theater, right? It was in our university, all right. It was in one of our computer labs, all right. And it was just like a bunch of friends just chilling out, all right. After some exams.
Let me clarify. This wasn't at my university because if you watch my videos enough, you would know which school I go to.
Nope. Whoops. Well, it was at mine, anyways. And we were just chilling out, you know, eating some pizza, playing some video games, and decided to watch Infinity War at the end of it, right?
Blah, blah. Ah, shit. No live background music for me tonight.
Sounds like something punched you in the chest.
No, I had some spicy food this morning.
Shit.
I felt one of the peppers fly back up.
Ooh. Oh, no.
Yeah, so that's why you might hear me drinking water periodically during this episode.
Yeah. And the thing is, right, like, this girl, all right, here's the thing. I don't even know if she actually watched the movie.
I mean, clearly she did, considering how much she knew about it. Well, no,
didn't?
because she got the thing wrong about Tony being married or not.
She got, like, a lot of things wrong about the movie. That was it. So either she didn't watch it, or watched it and wasn't paying attention, or just has no clue what we're actually watching.
I might be wrong, but didn't she think at a point that Peter and Tony were actually related?
I'm sorry, what?
I don't know if I'm remembering this right or wrong. Didn't she, though? Or am I tripping?
I think she said... I don't know. I can't confirm something like that.
Could you ask your girlfriend? Maybe she could remember.
Sure. Okay. Do you remember if she said that she thinks that Tony and Peter are related?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I think her name was...
Why she gotta expose the name, though? I'll have to censor that.
Yeah, no, censor that.
She didn't know. It's all good.
Yeah, no, not her fault.
Fuck you, Carly.
Yeah, Commentary Carly. All right.
Bitch. But yeah, she kept on like giving us her like personal commentaries, like, oh yeah, so oh my god, look at Peter, he's so cute. He's our little Spider-Man swinging in to save the day.
It's just like, oh, like this is my favorite part. Oh no, but this one's my favorite part. But that one's my favorite part too. And it's
The
like
thing that triggered me was when she was like, everyone, shh, 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 this is my favorite part.
And as soon as like it happened, she still talked.
Yo, it got to the point where it was so annoying that I actually left early.
Yeah, we all kind of
the
left early.
The funniest thing about this was she was like, oh, is anyone busing this direction? And we're like, bitch, ain't nobody want to bus with you right now. You better go home by yourself, honey.
Funniest part was that's technically our way.
Everyone was going that direction. Me, Shane, his girlfriend, my homeboys that were there. Everybody was going that direction. And everybody was like, nah, bitch, we're not busing with you tonight or ever.
But here's the thing, right? We didn't say anything. We just all kept quiet and just kind of looked at each other silently. And then looked away.
Yeah, we didn't even, there was like, it wasn't even like we looked at each other and nodded in agreement. Like we just all knew collectively. we put ourselves into the astral plane like Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And we're like, Council of Students and Homeboys and Homegirls, we now collectively agree to fuck off without and this bitch.
Oh, man.
We were like, thank you for joining our council. Remember to leave after or before this woman so that you can avoid a conversation.
There you go.
Thank you and have a nice day.
here's the dumbest part about that whole experience. She kept saying, right, like,
she fucking fell asleep halfway through, and we were like, it's too late to redeem yourself, bitch. Like, I know you cry now, but it's too late. Like, motherfucker, why couldn't you fall asleep before you woke up and stay that way?
She just fell asleep like halfway through the movie, alright? And the thing is, she kept hyping us up, being like, let me know when my favorite moment's coming, right? Just let me know, like, when the favorite moment's coming. And I'm just like, what the fuck was the favorite moment again? And then,
I remember.
she fell asleep.
I actually remember.
Yeah, what was
her favorite the whole fucking movie. Because you get that, oh, this is my favorite moment. This right here. This right is my favorite moment. Oh my god.
Yep. And the thing is, I tried to keep things civil, tried to keep things quiet. I was just like, guys, come on, like, you know, this is like a very important part of the movie, right? You got to be quiet for it, right?
Bitch, shut the fuck up right now, bitch.
And then she responded back to me, right, being like, everything is important in this movie.
Then
right?
Stop fucking talking through the fucking movie, bitch.
And then she fell asleep.
And then she fell asleep.
And then she apparently woke back up and was just like, huh? Alright, did my favorite moment happen?
Ain't nobody talking to her at that point.
I don't think any of us responded when she asked us.
I think we might have pulled a magic trick, though, because at that point, like, half the room disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was already kind of late in the day, but still.
Now you don't.
Yep. Oh my god. It wasn't even a theater experience, man. We were just all trying to be like, you know, friends, just chilling out and watching a movie together is all.
No disrespect to Commentary Carly, but I don't even think anyone, I don't even think anyone actually knew who the fuck she was. She was just there, right?
No, actually a good number of the staff do.
Oh.
Yeah, so keep it as Commentary Carly.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. But here's the thing, right? You and I have a similar friend, alright? That, remember when he laid down, like, the hardest of, like, comebacks on that poor girl who just wanted to go outside? Right? He was also laying it on thick on Commentary Carly.
Yo.
Because there were moments, alright, when she was just like, oh, like, you know, what's going on in this part? I don't remember, right? And should we give him a nickname too?
ShamWow.
Yeah, ShamWow, alright? Was laying it on thick because he was saying, alright, well, I guess you should pay attention more often. And it's just like, yo!
Real shit, I'm kind of glad that I cut him from my Anime North vlog, because he was there, but he didn't really do much in it, which is why he's not in it, but ShamWow, bro, that's the homeboy right there.
No, he's so
He came, at that moment, he was Jesus to us. Like, this fool wasn't just walking on water, he was water bending and walking on water at the same time.
Should we explain the story of, like, outside, or should we just leave that for another time?
Of course we should explain that. Oh my lord.
Alright. So, ShamWow runs D&D campaigns with us.
It's funny,
right?
because I actually call him that sometimes.
Is he annoyed by that? Should we not?
Mildly, but, for the purposes of this podcast, I don't give a fuck.
Alright, we'll just leave it at that. ShamWow runs D&D sessions for a good number of us, right?
And you'll be saying, wow, every time.
Yeah, wow, what a time.
Wow, what a story, Mark.
And during the whole D&D session, alright, like, it was really, really, really late. Our lab was closed at that time. We had to leave, so we went off to a different part of the university.
We actually got kicked out, too. Like, that's how late it was.
Yeah, like, security came and, like, asked us to leave, right? Which is, fine. Yeah, because it was, like, almost, like, it was past 11 at that point. And so we went down to a different hallway, I guess we could call it, and just sat at some benches to finish off the session, right? And as ShamWow was standing, like, he was standing, all of us were sitting, right? Like, he was, like, announcing the game and everything like that,
He was, like,
right?
moderating and everything, and he was doing this thing where he was kind of, like, I guess, somewhat pacing and just kind of, like, shifting back and forth a little bit, side to side a little bit. And he's trying to explain, like, what's happening and everything, right? And then out of nowhere, this girl
this
comes up to
poor
us.
girl.
She was cute too. She was like, "Hey guys, so sorry to bother. I was just wondering, where this just door lead?" And remember what I said about ShamWow, like staggering back and forth, bordering on pacing. This fool completely shut down, like, all movements, diverted his attention solely to this this victim.
This poor girl.
Stared her deep and, like, straight into her soul and said, without missing a beat, excuse me, where did this door lead? Outside. There was about a brief pause for, if I were to guess, 0.3 seconds or so. And then you see ShamWow's engine reignite, and his eyes were completely wide open. And there was a really slight kind of body shiver, like a wave of reaction just, like, went through his body. And then he was like, ah. It was like he had Kevin Hart in his brain going, no, and shit.
Oh my god!
And I'm like right in between ShamWow and the victim, and I'm doing my goddamn best not to laugh, and I'm actually succeeding pretty well until this fuckface right here, Shane, his girlfriend, and then another one of our homeboys were there, started bawling out of their mind and just laughing like a motherfucker. And even I couldn't hold it back at that point, bro. Your boy was, like, damn near rolling on the fucking bench and shit. and then Sham panicked and he was like, sorry. Where are you trying to get to? And shit. And then he broke it down and shit.
Yeah. And then after that, I don't think we could, like, keep a straight face.
No. The thing is, me, Sham, and the other homeboy that was there, we all take the same subway in the same direction. Yeah. And, on the TTC, they like to put this disclaimer out there when the doors are closing. Please stand clear of the doors. So every time we heard the word door, me, Sham, and then other homeboy, we just kept on laughing like a motherfucker. And that became a thing. Where it's like, oh, you want to take this outside? No, I want to take it where the door leads. And shit like that.
It is the stupid... It's just...
Hey, man, if you can't contain your laughter, you could take it to where the doors lead.
Nice. It is just the stupidest of things, man. And just to, like, bring it back to what we were talking about earlier, right? Like, our homeboy ShamWow, alright, was just laying it on thick for this for what was it? Commentary Carly, right? Every time that she said something, right? That was just a little annoying. Oh, like, what happens in this part, right? And he's just
wait for it to happen, and then you'll realize what happens.
Exactly.
This is the type, like his responses are like
dead
this. It's
of
like
monotones.
It's like if you ask him, "Oh, what is a hairbrush?" It is a brush for your hair.
Yep, and it's like just the most matter of factly of speech.
Yeah,
that just,
I'm not gonna
like,
lie. ShamWow
punctuates it with, like, amazing comedy gold.
He kind of rubbed off on me because at work, we sell these brushes for your hats, specifically baseball caps.
Sure.
And it's meant to remove dust and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So then someone saw it. I was like, oh, what's this? What does a cap brush do? Or no, it was like, oh, what's this? What's a cap? What is this for? And then I'm like, it's a brush for your caps. Oh shit! Like that exact timing. I was like, oh shit. The funniest thing was my fucking manager was standing right next to me, to my right. I could reach him. He's that close. And all you hear is this. Excuse me, what is this? What does this cap brush do? Yeah, it's a brush for your caps. You hear my manager? Because I don't even know what the fuck my manager was doing, but you just hear him go. like you know that noise where like you're trying not to laugh but you can't, and your mouth is just open the slightest, and then you end up laughing anyways.
Yep.
It's this noise. It's this exact noise. And even though this customer like was trying to keep it cool, bruh, he was, how do I say this? All right, fuck it. He was a Caucasian dude. And then he turned into a red dude. he was so embarrassed.
Oh.
Because it is a bit of a dumb question. Like, if the product literally has hat brush printed on the packaging, you know? Like, obviously it's a brush for your hats. I don't know why I said it like that. Excuse me, sir. What is this for? It's a brush for your hats. I'm just so glad I don't work at a pharmacy. And then he asked me, "Oh, what's a toothbrush?" It's a brush for just one tooth.
You know what this reminds me of?
What's up?
Did you ever watch 50 Shades of Grey?
That's a really subjective question.
Did you watch the movie?
Okay, let me put it to you like this. I watched it, but I didn't watch the movie.
What? That could mean even more things than what just watching the movie would say.
I watched it, but I didn't watch the movie.
Okay, whatever, right? There's a scene in that movie, right, where the girl who's, like, trying to put down a contract of being the sub and the dom or whatever, right, asks the guy, "Hey, what's a butt plug?" It's like, are you kidding me?
Oh, it's an extension cable for your hammer. Like, the fuck do you think it is?
Exactly. It's just like, wait, really? Seriously? You can't? It's a plug.
I'm so surprised you didn't take in what I can't believe you didn't take in what I said though. An extension cable for a hammer. Anyways,
get the fuck out of here, dude.
No, you get the fuck out of here. Come back. Deport your ass, bitch. I'm kidding.
Hey.
Nah, but yeah, it's just like. Anyways, yeah, back to movies and shit.
Yeah.
That was a really, although it's a stupid tangent, I'm so glad we finally got to talk about that. We need to get ShamWow on the podcast someday.
Dude, we should totally get ShamWow on the podcast.
Yo, I got scared just now because I didn't realize you were saying the word dude until I heard the last like D in the word. I just heard you go dude. I was like, oh shit. I was like, Shane, you good? What happened? Are you getting fucked in the ass? What's happening?
Why? Why is that the first thing? Why, dude?
Because it's funny.
Stupid laugh. Oh man. All right. Should we move on from this?
Of course I want to move on from butt plugs. What the fuck? So what is happening?
What is happening?
Okay, one last tangent because it's a funny story. Anime North after Sunday, what we actually ended up doing was me, ShamWow, Kevin, and Switty went to Puck and Wings, and it's a normal, it's just like we're just chilling and we're just having fun, we're just eating and whatnot. And then I guess because I was kind of tired and a little bit dehydrated and drained from the sun, I just kind of like doze off, right? And I guess like at that moment, it just so happens that our waitress, right, she was bent over and it looked like my eyes was aligned to her, like to her butt, basically. So then Switty made a joke. It's like, okay, I see you, Kirby. You checking her out and shit. I'm like, oh, what? Nah, I'm just kind of dazed and shit. So then we ended up talking about, I was like, and then Switty was like, oh, why don't you go shoot your shot? Just do it, bro. You know, and shit like that. And then we ended up just, you know, having a regular conversation about stories where we all try to shoot our shots and shit. So when it got to ShamWow, because everybody's story was pretty like normal shit. Yeah, I met a girl, tried to talk to her, yada, whatever. When it got to ShamWow, it was actually funny because this is the situation. So.
Oh yes.
So
hold it together, man.
Shut up. It's fucking hard. You beach. Okay, so what happened? So what happened was first things first, I need to assign a fake name. Give me a name that starts with the letter P.
Percy.
Pauline. No, Pauline. Actually, yeah, Percy is a little bit closer to anyway, so Percy, right?
Yeah.
So Percy knows, or I guess, so Percy's partner at work, coworker, excuse me, Percy's coworker. So, Percy is like Sham's, homegirl, and also like I guess Shane's homegirl and shit. And ShamWow has a crush on Percy's coworker, right? And it's like a low key thing.
Yeah.
But Percy knows about this. So then Percy's I guess organization needed to borrow and mind you, they're all working within like school campus. So Percy's organization needed to borrow like a screen, I believe, or something from
they
Sham's
needed
lab.
to borrow the lab's like giant TV screen.
It doesn't matter because that's arbitrary. It could have been a fucking butt plug for all we care.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
And then so Percy, knowing that she is most definitely closer to this lab, still suggested the coworker, we're just gonna call her fucking Nicole. I don't care. Nicole to retrieve the screen. And Percy came with Nicole. And then Percy was like, "Hey Nicole, just talk to Sham. He'll hook you up and shit, right?"
Right.
So then Percy and Nicole reached the lab, and and Sham was like, "Oh shit, there she is right there." And he wasn't gonna like shoot a shot or anything because he was kind of, he was like, "I'm at work right now, you know, let's be professional and shit, right?" But then Percy was like behind Nicole, and she kind of like mouthed like, "Come on, Sham, here's your chance. Come and get it. She's right there. Do it. Come on, I'm cheering you on. I'm voting for you. I ship y'all motherfuckers," and shit like that, right? So then Percy was like, "Here's your chance, bro. Like, say something, you know, like leave an impression at least, right?" So then Sham was like, "Oh, hey Nicole, what's up? Yeah, the screen's right there, and it's a really normal interaction, right? Transaction.
Yeah.
What the fuck?" So then Nicole left first, and then Percy was like, "Oh, really, Sham? You bitch? Like that's what's up? Like that's the best you got?"
Oh, come on. It's hard. Anyways, come on.
So that's the story that Sham gave us, and now we're back at Puck and Wings. So then I asked Sham, I'm like, "Why did you choke so hard and say, what's up?" And then it's like, "Yo, like I didn't know that Nicole, I don't even know if that's her fucking name, Nicole was gonna be there and shit." And then I'm like, "Okay, fine then, Sham. Looking back, what would you do differently?" And what he was trying to say, because he fucked up, he stumbled on his word, and I guess his dyslexia came in, and then he swapped a few words. What he was trying to say was, "Oh, I probably would have, you know, asked her like, 'Oh, hey, how's it going? Wow, that's crazy.'" That's literally what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
But then he fucked up, and it was like, you know, I'd probably be like, "Oh, hey, how's it been? You know, like ask her a crazy question." And then I paused the conversation right then and there. I paused the conversation right then and there, and I was like, "Yo, shut up, shit, you're not helping." He was
Go.
Like, "Oh, shut the fuck up." So he was like, "Yeah, you know, I probably, you know, ask her a crazy question." Wait, what the fuck? I was like, "Hold on, what the fuck, Sham? Like, ask her a crazy question? Like what? Oh hey, Nicole, how are you doing? Is your mom dead?" it is like, Jesus, like, what kind of a fucking question is that? I'm like, a fucking crazy question. You said you was gonna ask her a crazy question. That's pretty fucking crazy, bro.
Oh my god, that is
crazy, right?
Yeah, that's so cray. Oh my god.
Hey, Sham said he was gonna ask a girl a crazy question. Don't get much crazier than that.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey,
Good job, ShamWow.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. Is your mom dead? So literally the whole day we just kept on, or after that, like we kept on making stupid mom jokes. Fucking Sweetie kept on singing Bohemian Rhapsody. Only that part where it goes, Mama. Ooh.
Oh,
it got to a point where it was so bad that Sham had to leave first, right? I'm like, oh, so are you going to, like, you know, your boy's place, or actually gonna go home? He's like, oh yeah, I'm actually gonna go home. I'm like, I was like, tell your mom I said hi. And then he started losing it, right? I'm like, dude, if me just mentioning your mom is already funny, like, how the fuck are you gonna speak to her, right? What if you come home and she's like, oh, ShamWow, welcome back, how was your day today? And you're just like laughing at her.
Yeah. God,
isn't that crazy?
We need to get him onto the podcast because this is gold.
We fucking need to get him onto this podcast, man. We must. Sham, you need to hop on this podcast, bro. I will pay you nothing, but
you got it.
Fucking, but yeah, oh my god. So for the longest time, we just kept on making mom jokes. Like, it got so bad where we were just laughing, and like from the pain of laughter, I was like, motherfucker. Oh, that's another one.
Yep. Oh my god. All right.
Anyways, so on that note, I feel like we covered a lot of things, and most importantly, a lot of unnecessary things. Sham, you really do need to get on this podcast. So let's wrap things up one time real quick. Shane, what is the biggest pet peeve that you have when it comes to bad moviegoers?
Biggest pet peeve. Just talking. Really, like, that's the most annoying thing to me in the world. It's really distracting. No one cares about your commentary. If you really, really need to fucking talk, just go outside, please.
Just get out.
Yeah.
Get out. Get out of the theater. And the problem is,
like, a lot of people are always trapped in their own little worlds when it comes to this, so they don't realize just how bad it is until finally someone turns around to them, like, physically, and goes, like,
is your mom dead?
Oh, God. Really? Oh my god, why, dude?
You weren't expecting that, were you?
No, I wasn't. Oh god.
I just showered, but I'm laughing so hard that I'm sweating. I need to shower again afterwards.
Oh, that is hilarious. Oh my god.
Anyways, yeah.
How about
turn around and then tell him what?
Turn him around, alright, and just tell them, please be quiet, or please just shut up.
I thought you were about to say, please be quiet or your mom's gonna be dead. Okay,
no, god damn it.
Too dark.
Alright. What about you?
I mean, first things first, I just kind of hate people in general. But I suppose, when it comes to moviegoers, I would have to agree. I hate interruptive noise because, like, sometimes it's out of control. Like, if someone just laughs a lot, like, at least it's out of joy and they're having a good time. That's cool, But if it's like middle school kids or high school kids, and they just scream some shit at the screen during the fucking movie as if it's a joke. Like, classic example, right? They'll say some shit, like a character will say some shit, and then they're like, that's what she said. And it's like, yo, bitch, shut the fuck up, or I'm gonna stick my foot straight up your ass.
I think the best response to that is complete silence from everyone.
Anyways, this will be the end of the Ghetto Fabulous podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed, and for now, we are out.
Peace.
Is your mom dead?